of compassion, for the sake of this assembly and all living beings, please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach us how to leave suffering, attain bliss, and birth and death, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thịnh, vì thứ pháp hồi cấp nhất thiết chúng sinh, tình chiến diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã môn, như há liêu sanh thoát tự ly khổ đắc lạc, tốc chứng vô sanh. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Nam mô Sananto Suchedo Ye Olahudi Samyong Samputo Ye. Nam mô Tát Đắc Tha Tô Già Đa Già Hà La Đề Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tọa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and maintain it with it by sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the Wisdom One's true and actual meaning. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai jie wan jie nan zao yu wo jin jie wen de shou chi yan jie ru lai zhen xu yi. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Venerable Sixth Patriarch, Venerable Shenhua, all Sanghas, all good advisors, Amitofo, 诸佛菩萨六祖师父上人，各位僧人，各位sang tri sư, Amitofo. Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa Lục Tổ, Hòa Thượng Tiến Hóa, quý thầy và quý vị thiện tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Good afternoon, everyone. It's the 10th of March, 2013. We're in Rosemead to discuss the Vajra Sutra. And you open your file to 468, slide 468. We have it here on the screen. Did we start this slide or not? No, we didn't start this slide.
Yes, we did.
We did?
Yeah, we did the 3 times giving.
Okay. We did not? Oh, did we?
We did the fearlessness. You discussed that.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay. Then it should be not this. Okay, this one here is done as well. Okay. Oh, yeah, the second page chart. Okay, we finished the second page chart, didn't we? 470?
Yes. We did.
Yeah, now we should be on 471. I'm sorry. I messed up my files again. Okay, the Vajra Sutra is about learning to drop. Cái pháp kim cang, cái pháp chặt. It's if you will have picture your mind. There's something called a Vajra pestle. Quý vị cứ tưởng tượng như trong cái tâm quý vị tưởng tượng có một cái chùy kim cang. The Vajra pestle is a weapon that people use. Cái chùy kim cang là một cái vũ khí. This is actually a true weapon, by the way, that the secret school practices. The secret school practice to realize. Bên cái mật tông đó nó có một cái pháp gọi là pháp cái chùy kim cang. Okay. By the way, for all of you who are curious, the Vajra pestle is represented right here by the Weito Bodhisattva. Those of you who are in the Buddha Hall, this is Weito Bodhisattva. This is the Bodhisattva who is a guardian Dharma protector of the temples, of the way places. All way places have this statue. For what for? Những cái đạo tràng á, thường những đạo tràng mà đại thừa đều có cái tượng Vi Đà Bồ Tát. You don't have it in your temples, do you? I don't notice that in a Thai temple, for example. I don't see this Weito Bodhisattva. You don't believe in Bodhisattvas anyway.
No, according to our tradition, no. Bodhisattva have only
who guards?
Buddha's previous life. We believe Bodhisattva.
Okay.
Because as a Bodhisattva, he has a lot of duties.
And who's the guardian protector of your temples then? Who protects you? You don't need any protection? See, for example, Bhante, protection, you understand protection, right? To protect. Over here in the US, we have the police to protect us. Right? They drive the patrol car around, black and white. So when you're a bad person, you see like some drug dealers, they see a red, black, and white car, and say, oops, I behave. That's what protectors are for. Thế đơn giản về cái hộ pháp. Thầy nói ví dụ thầy hỏi bên thầy Nguyên Thủy, bên Nguyên Thủy là hộ pháp họ là ai? Someone has to translate for Mrs. Sung. It's okay. Okay. So thầy hỏi là cái người mà hộ pháp là bên đại thừa đó, cái đài Vi Đà Bồ Tát, Quỷ Thổ Phú Sa, sự护法的菩萨，是每个道场都要崇拜，都要worship this bodhisattva. Okay. So this is because every temple needs protection. Every cultivator needs protection. Cái lý do mà chúng ta cái bên đại thừa mà thờ cái ngài Vi Đà Bồ Tát, ngài Vi Đà Bồ Tát có cái đại nguyện, ngài nguyện rằng bất cứ người nào mà tu hành á, mà tin tưởng ngài sẽ tới bảo vệ cái sự tu ngài của họ. Because Vaito Bodhisattva here has this vow. He says, I vow that anyone who practices and believes in me, I will come and protect that person. Is it clear? This is why all the Buddhist Mahayana temples have his statue. You can say, please come protect us. We need help. Okay? That's why in a town hall, for example, we have this statue as well. We protect everything in a town hall. Trong cái thiền tông cũng vậy, có cái ngài Bồ Tát này, thờ Bồ Tát, tại ngài Bồ Tát bảo vệ cho tất cả mọi người, thiền sinh. Okay, even if you come here and you only have 1% belief, say, oh, I want to cultivate a little bit. Okay, that's enough for him to extend his protection to you. Chỉ cần chỉ vì tới cái đạo tràng mà có tôn thờ ngài này mà quý vị chỉ phát tâm tu một tí xíu, có 1% thôi, ngài cũng đã bảo vệ rồi. This is what he does, and what he does is that he's very feared by the ghosts and the demons. Cái ngài Bồ Tát này, tụi nó ma quỷ nó sợ ngài lắm. Why? Because he holds is what is there right there, the weapon right there is one type of Vajra pestle. Cái vũ khí ngài dùng á là cái chùy kim cang. Okay? This is one of the most potent weapons in the universe. Cái vũ khí này là một cái vũ khí mà mạnh nhất trong cái vũ trụ. Because you take this Vajra pestle, you borrow from him, okay, and you use it, and you wield it, okay. First of all, you can't lift it over your head because it's very, very heavy. Thứ nhất là quý vị nhấc lên đầu không nổi tại nó nặng như sợ. It's extremely heavy. Okay? And if you use it, if you hit it someone, it breaks anything. Cái chùy kim cang này, quý vị cầm cái chùy kim cang mà quất một cái là cái gì nó cũng bể hết. Okay? That's how this is why the secret school, like the Tibetans or the secret school, they practice this mantra and they perfect this Vajra pestle and it becomes a weapon. And that's why they become invincible. Thành ra trong cái truyền thống Phật giáo đó, bên mật tông người ta dùng những cái mật tông tùng cái thần chú để mà hey John, wake up. That's part of today's Hollywood story. What are you doing for dozing off?
I missed
bởi vậy người ta mới luyện cái thần chú để mà thành tựu cái chùy kim cang này. If you accomplish the Vajra pestle, you just like this Veto Bodhisattva, no one can stop you. Okay, cái pháp là cái pháp mà vô địch. Okay. Yes.
If you perfect the Vajra pestle, that means I hope you have some wisdom, correct?
Yeah.
Because
you cannot perfect it unless you have some wisdom.
So that means when you use it, you will not create new karmic offenses.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Absolutely. Very good question. Câu hỏi là khi mà mình thành tựu cái pháp kim cang này, tức là mình có trí huệ, thì như vậy khi mình dùng cái pháp này, dùng cái chùy này là không có tạo nghiệp, thì nó đúng. Chỉ khi nào quý vị có trí huệ chân chính mới có thể thành tựu được cái pháp kim cang này, thì lúc đó tự động quý vị xài cái pháp nó rất đúng. Okay. Okay. Now, yes. How do you create one? Oh, we have a secret school at here. Còn có người hỏi làm sao mà tôi thành tựu bây giờ? There's a way you practice to realize there's mantras you practice to accomplish this weapon. Có những cái thần chú quý vị luyện để mà thành tựu được. Yeah. You hold the pestle, you recite this mantra, and actually it becomes Vajra. Quý vị cầm cái chùy, okay. You take a piece of wood. Oh, she missed all the Vajra pestle. It's not meant for her. She wants to go to the Pure Land. So actually, for your information, câu hỏi là làm sao mà luyện thành cái này là quý vị lấy mấy cái chàng, như lấy mấy cái chùy đó. Okay, you take an object. Okay, and you recite this mantra. You lấy cái tụng cái thần chú này. Eventually, you turn the object into a Vajra pestle. Từ từ quý vị nó thành cái chùy kim cang. Someone has to teach you. Clearly.
You teach you?
No, I can't teach you.
You can't do it.
I cannot. I'm not allowed to teach that particular dharma. Ông này cũng hỏi về chứ làm sao luyện? Thầy nói là thì có người phải dạy ông. Thầy nói về thầy cứ dạy tôi không? Thầy nói thầy không thể dạy ông được. Thầy không thể dạy, thầy không muốn dạy. Thầy nói thầy không thể dạy. Thầy không được phép dạy. Ok, có những cái pháp thầy dạy, thầy không có quyền dạy. Alright. So what it means is this: why does the Bodhisattva use the Vajra pestle? Tại sao cái ngài Vĩ Đà Bồ Tát dùng cái chùy kim cang làm gì? The Vajra pestle represents what? Cái chùy kim cang là nó tượng trưng như gì? What does it represent? What does it stand for?
Strength? Wisdom?
Wisdom, strength, tượng trưng cho cái trí huệ, tượng trưng cho cái sức mạnh. What else? Truth, sự thật. Truth breaks through everything, doesn't it? Truth will always prevail. The lies can work for a while, but truth always prevail. Cái nói dối đó có thể tạm thời nó có hiệu nghiệm, điều cuối cùng sự thật nó vẫn là thắng. Yes.
But isn't truth discrimination? Because
Is truth discrimination?
you're embracing everything. Truth, lies, it's all the same. It's marked.
Truth is marked.
It has a mark, doesn't it?
Does truth have a mark?
It's not empty.
Truth is not empty. It's too deep for me. No, you're confused. No, it's relevant, but he's confused about the truth. Truth has no marks. The ultimate truth has no marks. The truth that your discriminating mind relies on is actually a falsity, a falsehood. You see, you're confusing the truth that your conscious mind can grasp and identify with and recognize with the ultimate truth, which has no marks. Okay? Cái này có hỏi, don't worry, it takes time for these things to seep in. Okay? Don't try to understand all at once, but it's important for you to listen. Okay? Ông nói ông người học trò này, người đệ tử này hiểu lầm về cái sự thật. Cái sự thật mà ông nói là sự thật là có tướng, phải nói sự thật nó có tướng đâu. Sự thật mà quý vị cái trí mà phân biệt quý vị nhận ra sự thật đó là cái sự thật nó có tướng, tại cái đó thiệt ra là cái giả. Còn sự thật mà chân chính nó không có tướng. Cho nên ông này ông chỉ lầm lẫn cái sự thật mà của thế giới, thế gian với sự thật của cái chân thật của cái chân lý thì nó không có tướng. Okay? Alright. Here's what happens. The Vajra pestle, it represents the ability to break and destroy anything. In particular, there's a particular kind of thing that requires brute force and strength to destroy. What is that? Cái chùy kim cang là một cái vũ khí cần thiết để mà phá tan tất cả. Nhất là có một cái loại mà phải cần cái kim cang này phá mới xong. What is that, you think?
Evil. Evil.
Evil? Close. Cái ác là gần đúng. Yes. What is that so hard to destroy that you need a Vajra to destroy? Weapon to destroy. You cannot nuke it. You can blow up a nuclear bomb, hydrogen bomb, neutron bomb. It will not destroy it. Cái sự thật như vậy, hang on. Okay, I still owe people money. I'm not going to ask for give a money prize this week anymore. Có một cái sự thật mà nó rất khó đến độ cái việc thả nổ bom nguyên tử, bom kinh khí, nó cũng không thể nào phá được cái đó. What is that? It is so hard to destroy that no bomb that you know of can destroy it. Yourself? Oh no, John, it's very easy. I stick a knife in your belly and go like this. You done.
Wrong self.
Oh, wrong self. Yes.
False thought.
False thought. Okay. Anyone else?
Evils.
Huh?
Evils.
Evil? He just said that. She just said evil. We have a lay person and a monk saying evil is very hard to destroy. Yes. What else?
What was the question?
What is so hard? What is the hardest thing to destroy? Not even nuclear devices, hydrogen bombs, neutron bombs can even destroy it. What is it? Yes.
Attachment.
Attachment.
Yes.
One particular kind of attachment. See, good thing I didn't give any prize money. One particular kind of attachment is very hard to destroy.
Desire.
ignorance. Your ignorance. Your ignorance. Your ignorance. Cái mà khó mà phá nhất á, 最难破的就是你的无明。无明。Your ignorance is the hardest. Cái vô minh là cái mà khó phá nhất. Think about it. If you are stupid and someone explodes a nuclear device and kills you, your body is dead. Is your ignorance dead? No, it isn't. OK， 你看，如果你是很迷昧的、很无明的，有人杀你，你身体是被破坏了，可是你的无明会不会被破坏的？不会的。你换你身体再无明下去，对不对？It's because cái vô minh á, cái vô minh quý vị mà khi mà người ta rất khó phá, tại khi người ta giết được cái thân quý vị thôi đó, nhưng người ta không, quý vị chỉ đổi cái thân là đem cái vô minh qua cái thân mới. Is it clear? Because if you're ignorant, I can kill you right now. Okay, and I'll be breaking pieces, but that's not the point. The point is I can kill you. Okay, I can end your life. Okay, but I cannot end your ignorance, can I? Because you simply change body and continue your ignorance. You cannot destroy ignorance.
That's interesting.
Have you thought about that? You so attached to your body right now. Okay, that's your ignorance. Okay, so now the ghosts come and kill you. Okay, they can kill your body, but then you become still are ignorant in the next body.
So the Vajra pestle can destroy the ignorance?
Can destroy the ignorance. Isn't that cool?
It is cool, but I'm not getting how it happens. Then it's some
Maybe that's my question that I have to is that when you said I can't teach you, I'm not allowed to teach you how to use it. So this is based on wisdom and how do you reach the level of knowing how to use the Vajra?
You have to be a certain level before you're taught. Make sense? Okay. The two things. Number one, you have to reach a certain level before you're taught. Number one. Number two, you have to meet someone who has wisdom. He says, this person can be taught. I don't have that wisdom. That's why I'm not allowed to teach. Does it make sense? It's a different things. You can do it, but you cannot, you cannot perpetuate it. Does it make sense? Because I don't have the wisdom. Câu hỏi thì, let me translate this first. Câu hỏi trở lại là trao cái thần chú mà không được truyền. Thầy nói là có hai cái phần. Thứ nhất á, quý vị có xứng đáng, có gọi là pháp khí là không, có được truyền là không, đáng được truyền là không. Chuyện thứ nhì nữa, khi mà quý vị xứng đáng được truyền rồi, thì có cái người mà có được cái trí huệ mà nhận ra rằng quý vị có thể được truyền. Thầy không có cái trí huệ đó, thầy mới được truyền, thầy mới có quyền truyền. Ok? 两个方面，对问题就是为什么我不可以传那个密宗的法，帮助我们各位来拯救这个金刚的主。我说有两个方面，第一个就是你不是法纪，意思就是你没有福报，没有福报跟智慧， 所以你不可以修这个法门。第二个就是我们有机会可以认识是你这种的是这种的法纪，所以我不敢传这个法. Hai phương diện, thứ nhất là vì có loại pháp khí là không, thứ nhì là cái người thầy đã phải có đủ cái trí huệ, cái nhãn, cái huệ nhãn để nhận ra được đó, là cái vị là cái người pháp khí xứng đáng để mà truyền. Okay? Yes, question.
So if we're ignorant, and then we have at least the forethought of planning to get a rebirth back.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go to Pure Land, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ignorant when you're in Pure Land?
Yes.
And then so if you're able to reach enlightenment in Pure Land and you come back as a bodhisattva to help save living beings, you bring your ignorance back with you.
Yes.
And you still have to work on that ignorance.
Yes. But it's a different kind of ignorance. It's not the same kind of ignorance as let's say mine or yours. Ignorance has many different levels.
Many times. So that ignorance is what triggers us returning again and again?
Yes, it plays a part, yes. So what's the question?
You've been answering my questions. Thank you.
Okay. Câu hỏi là cái vô minh là sao? Cái vô minh là cái vô minh nó có nhiều cái trình độ đó. Mà thành ra mỗi cái trình độ là có phải có đối phó với loại vô minh khác nhau. Yes.
How do you get rid of ignorance?
How do you get rid of ignorance?
Yes.
You get rid of ignorance by cultivating. Làm sao mình bỏ cái vô minh? Bằng cách tu hành. Okay. 怎么可以破坏你的无明？你的无明需要你要断你的无明，你需要修行。Now my translator is back. Maybe she can translate for these two nice ladies here. 如静，你的翻译人来了。Can you move together so that she can translate for you? Please. Yeah, the three of you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I sweat bullets when I have to translate for these things. I don't know how to translate. And they're very patient. They keep on coming anyway. What happened? Let me explain this to you. Okay. You need something that you need a way to destroy your ignorance, and that's why we are learning about the Vajra Sutra. Mình cần phải phá tan vô minh này. Okay, vì vậy mình mới tu cái pháp Kim Cang này. Okay, your ignorance manifests itself as attachments. Cái vô minh đó, nó lòi hiện ra bằng cách là những cái chấp trước quý vị có. Any kind of attachment you have can be traced back to your ignorance. Tất cả những chấp trước của quý vị đó, nó có đó, nó đều có liên hệ tới cái vô minh của quý vị. So far so good. So the Vajra pestle, like the Vajra Sutra, by the way, you go to the Vajra Sutra, okay? That's Okay, that is the equivalent of the Vajra pestle. Okay, it has a similar effect as the Vajra pestle. Thành quý vị khi mà quý vị nghiên cứu kinh Kim Cang này thì nó có cái công dụng nó giống như là cái chùy Kim Cang này. When you, let me repeat for your sake, when you investigate this Vajra Sutra, it has the same effect as wielding this Vajra pestle and cutting off your attachments. That's what it does. Cái kinh Kim Cang này nó nhiều dụng ở chỗ này nè. Mỗi lần cái việc nghiên cứu kinh Kim Cang này thì quý vị giống đang cầm cái chùy Kim Cang này và đang chặt những cái chấp trước. Is it clear? Nghe rõ? The purpose of this Vajra Sutra is to help you cut off your attachments one after another. Cái mục tiêu kinh Kim Cang này là nó giống như cái chùy Kim Cang này, nó đã chặt những cái chấp trước này tới chấp trước khác, including the Bodhisattvas attachment. It can chop it off as well. So do you want the real Vajra Sutra, the real Vajra pestle, or you want a Vajra Sutra? Thầy hỏi quý vị, thầy muốn chọn cái nào, cái chùy Kim Cang hay là kinh Kim Cang?
I want the real Vajra pestle.
Text says he wants a weapon he can sell.
I'll take the sutra.
That's a guy for you. I'll take the sutra. They'll take the wolf of the sutra.
Text the only one. He's a weapon freak. He's a member of the NRA. Cái ông duy nhất mà đòi chùy Kim Cang. Phần đa số người còn lại đều muốn cái Kim Cang. Okay. Why is that? Why is the Vajra Sutra more effective than the Vajra pestle? Tại sao kinh Kim Cang này nó có hiệu nghiệm hơn là cái chùy Kim Cang? Kim Cang chủ pestle. There's a mu in front and then wu. Why? Why is it more effective? It's more effective because you have to remember this Vajra pestle here is limited to this gentleman's ability to wield it. If he takes a break, then you don't get the benefit. Or he's like one-eye Jack. He doesn't see too well. Sometimes he cuts off more than he's supposed to.
What? He's a bodhisattva.
A bodhisattva make mistakes too.
Not too long.
They're not Buddhas.
Yet.
They make mistakes. They do more often than you think.
Very small mistakes.
Yeah, not always small. They're pretty huge mistakes, you ask me. Depends on your perspective. Your perspective is pretty small, but you can't see the rest of it. Anyway, the Vajra Sutra, okay, is much more universal, much more effective than the Vajra pestle, you ask me. Thành đối với thầy, cái chùy Kim Cang này nó không có hiệu nghiệm bằng cái kinh Kim Cang đâu. Okay, so this I use the analogy to help you understand that you investigate this Vajra Sutra here. Okay, the more you understand it, the more it's like someone takes a Vajra pestle and chop off your attachments. That's what it is. Thành ra cái thầy dùng cái dù này là để cho cái vị thấy rằng là nghiên cứu kinh Kim Cang là quan trọng. Nó quan trọng ở chỗ là quý vị cần hiểu kinh Kim Cang này càng nhiều thì cũng giống như là lấy cái chùy Kim Cang mà chặt trước quý vị. So the Vajra Sutra points out your attachments. Thành nói cách khác, kinh Kim Cang nó chỉ ra những cái chấp trước. You understand that? You see the different approach. Quý vị thấy hai cái khác biệt nhau. You see a difference in your approach now? Mm-hmm. You take a Vajra pestle, you say, phew, and text likes that. I say, you have to go. You have to go. You keep on deciding that. You keep on destroying everything. Right? That's the Vajra pestle approach. Thầy cho một ví dụ khác là quý vị dùng cái chỉ kim cang giống quý vị tròn một cái rồi quý vị chặt. Okay? Okay. You destroy everything. So you have the option of destroying. For example, you are attached to your hair. I take the Vajra pestle and done your hair.
He's a monk.
And he becomes a monk. And he's miserable the rest of his life. Serves him right. Can't drink, can't sing, can't dance, can't wear those shades, can't wear leather. Oh, miserable life. Okay, now he doesn't think it's funny. So what happened is that someone can take a Vajra pestle and chop it for you, right? It's brutal, it's brute force. Whereas the Vajra Sutra is different. Thành cái chùy kim cang là người ta có thể dùng chùy kim cang để mà tròn, để mà đập, để phá, đả phá những cái đồ đó. Whereas Vajra Sutra is this different approach. It says, your hair is an attachment. What do you want to do?
He still becomes a monk.
What do you want to do?
And he still can't sing, can't dance, and no shades.
No leather. Special whips. Huh? You see, so the difference in Vajra Sutra is that it says hair is an attachment. Leather is an attachment. Drinking is an attachment. Women is an attachment. No. John says, spare me. Okay. Buddhism is an attachment. Master is an attachment. You have to be nice to master, but still an attachment. He said, husband is an attachment. Children is an attachment. What are you going to do?
Detach.
You choose which one you detach first. Right? You don't have to destroy them all. You detach when it's appropriate. So by doing that, what does it mean? You become wiser. Yes.
Yeah, I really like the way you put that. So you detach when it's appropriate.
When it's appropriate.
There's a time for everything.
Because it's not meant for you to take that and arbitrarily chop away. You don't. You can't. You cannot. It's ineffective.
Yeah.
It's no fun. Yeah, but.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, but if you see it, people cut themselves off from things prematurely, and then there's psychological investigation. It happens. Cut yourself off too soon.
Thầy quý vị nghe không? Là cái kinh Kim Cang này nó nêu rõ cho quý vị thấy những cái chấp trước quý vị. Nó là tóc là một cái chấp trước, áo da là một cái chấp trước, ca hát là một chấp trước, nhảy đầm một chấp trước, uống rượu một chấp trước. Nên quý vị từ chọn đấy, là nên chặt cái nào trước. Trong cái sự lựa chọn đó thì nó mới phát được cái huệ của quý vị. Đó là cái pháp Kim Cang. Vừa chặt chấp trước thì nó lộ ra được cái trí huệ ngay lập tức. So you understand now the relationship between detaching and wisdom. Thì quý vị thấy cái sự liên quan giữa cái xả bỏ và là cái trí huệ không? You see? Every time you are able to let go of your beautiful hair, it's because you're wiser. Chẳng hạn như quý vị có thể cạo đầu được á, là quý vị đó là tại vì quý vị bỗng nhiên có trí huệ hơn một tí. Not when it's involuntary, John. Chứ ông hỏi đầu ông tự rờ đầu ông, thầy mới nói là cái đó là không có trí huệ nếu như mà mình có sự lựa chọn. You see that? And that's the Vajra Dharma, by the way. Cái pháp Kim Cang như vậy đấy. You patiently hear about what your attachments are and you choose. You wait. You choose until it's the right time to destroy, the right time to let go. Pháp Kim Cang là pháp mình nghe tất cả những chấp trước, xong mình đợi, đến lúc mình đúng lúc mình mới xả, mình chọn xả. Yes.
Master, how do you know when is the right time to let go of a particular attachment?
Question, very good question. Lúc nào là lúc đúng nhất để mình xả? When is a good time?
Anytime's a good time.
Huh? When is a good time to let go? Okay, no price, but have some self-respect. Master doesn't have to bribe you all the time.
I like bribes.
I have no more money this week. Too expensive and habit. Yes. When is a good time?
You will know.
Mr. Texan says, you know that. Mr. Texas says, you know that. Ông nói là lúc đó ông sẽ biết. Anyone else? When is a good time to cut off your attachment?
Today.
When? Lúc nào hả Quang Ngân?
Tới liền, xả liền.
Tới là xả liền. She says, as soon as you see, you drop it. You agree with that?
As soon as what now?
As soon as you see it, you should drop it. Agree?
No. Of course not.
What happens when you never see it?
She's right.
Very good.
Attachment is not good for you.
Period.
Agree?
Right.
Cái chấp trước nó không có tốt cho quý vị đâu.
That's exactly right.
It's only you still have attachment, you still attached to your attachment is because you don't know it's not good for you. That's all. Okay? Quý vị vẫn chấp vào cái chấp trước tại quý vị không biết cái chấp trước nó không có tốt cho quý vị. Disagree or agree?
Agree.
Okay? You just simply don't realize it's not good for you. For example, it's not good for you. But guess what? You like it. Mình phi. Mình biết nó không có tốt cho mình. Nhưng mình vẫn bỏ được tại mình thích. Right? So far so good? Yes.
But isn't smoking is actually a good example because virtually everybody knows it's not good for them, yet it's still very hard for people to quit.
I'm coming to that. Okay? Này, cái câu hỏi là đúng rồi, cái hút cái phi á, là cái chuyện rất là thông thường. Người ta biết là không tốt, người ta vẫn bỏ không được. Tại sao? Thế nên từ từ để thầy giảng tới. Okay? But the point here that Goyin just said, this woman has more wisdom, you think, even though she only cooks in the morning, she doesn't cultivate at all. Cái bà Quang Ngân này mặc dù bà chỉ nấu ăn, bà không tu gì hết, bà có trí huệ nơi. If attachment is not good for you, as soon as you realize it, you should drop it. Right? We all agree on that. Right? Mình tất cả chúng ta đều đồng ý. Mình biết là cái chấp trước nó không tốt cho chúng ta. Bởi vậy khi mình thấy được mình phải xả nó, mình nên xả nó. You have to find a way to detach. Right? To let go. Quý vị tìm những cách để mà xả. Đúng không? So far so good? We're not talking about... Never mind. So how do you recognize your attachment? The biggest problem is how do you recognize your attachment? The person who goes like this, they don't see it as an attachment, do they? They don't, because they don't think it's bad for them. They don't want to hear it's bad for them.
But there are people that do that and know it and they still do it.
Okay, they can't help themselves. Okay? They can say, and actually say, that can't be that bad.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's bad, but it's not that bad.
But they sometimes say, I'm not going to do it, just not going to. I know it's not good for you, I'm not going to do it. And I have some family members that do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So do I. Yes? So how do you know? Sao mình biết bây giờ? Sao biết cái chấp trước bây giờ? How do you know? How do you know? You ask someone who knows. You're sick, you go ask the doctor, don't you? See what's wrong with me. Right? Mình hỏi cái người mà biết. Chẳng như quý vị bệnh thì hỏi bác sĩ, hỏi ai nữa. The only problem, you don't know you're sick. Vấn đề là quý vị không thấy cái bệnh. Toothaches, you know you have to go see a dentist. But sometimes the gums are rotting away, tooth is rotting away, doesn't ache. What are you going to do now? Yes.
Master, I'm very attached to my sadness, let's say.
Your son?
Sadness. Sad.
Your sadness.
Uh-huh.
It's called depression.
It's called depression and it's still attachment.
Yes, it's called depression. It's more than attachment. Okay? It's different.
It's also an obstruction.
Depression is a form of sickness. It's a mental sickness that needs to be cured. But most people don't. A lot of people, the majority of the people who are depressed, don't know they are depressed. Don't realize they're sick.
If you don't do it through cultivation, then how do you do it? You look for help too, or?
Where are you going to look for help? Because most of the people you go out there, they don't know how to deal with depression. They give you drugs. They talk to you every week, every month, and then what? They can't handle it. The depression themselves. If they're depressed, those people who help you deal with the depression, I ask them, if I were you, I say, I'm depressed. You go see a doctor, okay? He says, I'm depressed. I need some help. And I'll say, oh, no problem. I'm the best. I give you prescription. I have success cases, success stories. I help people with depression already. Okay? Say, would you sign up? I wouldn't. This is what I would do. I said, doctor, would you describe that to yourself? Would you describe the same medicine, the same therapy to yourself? He says, of course I do. And I said, no thanks. I walk away. Okay? Because those things are not addressing the real problem. They're simply suppressing symptoms. They're not fixing the problem. When you go to John, for example, John only picks up your money from you to fix the problem temporarily so that you come back in 6 months. Ask John, he'll tell you.
You're letting my scam out.
Right? And you have to fix the problem. You cannot fix the symptoms. You cannot suppress the symptoms. Okay? Cutting it off only helps temporarily. Suppressing it only helps temporarily until you get tired, your arm gets tired, and then it pops up again. Okay? In Buddhism, for your sake, I don't know how you got into depression. In Buddhism, okay, from my perspective, depression is a form of invasion. The depression invades you and makes you depressed. When he's done, he's tired of you, he leaves. That's when you become normal again. He'll come back when he feels like it. So what's the point in taking medication when he's not even there? Right? The ghost, from Buddhist perspective, is whimsical. When he feels like it, he comes and harasses you. And then when he's tired, he moves on and does something else. And then you invite him back and he comes harasses you again, makes you depressed again. Okay? And then he gets tired of you and he moves on. And all this time, that's why they torment you 24 hours a day, because now every day you have to take the medication. No amount of counseling, no amount of talk, Bhante, is going to help people who are depressed. No medication can help them. The way we fix depression is make sure they don't come back. We shut the doors, we lock up the windows. Can't come in. Make sense?
So now it's different. Depression is not an attachment. I mean, but now we went from attachment to illness.
It's an illness now. You can't help yourself. You'll be attached to the medication you take. You'll be attached to the couch from your psychiatrist. I have to go there every week now. Okay? It's not very effective. So I saw in the movies where a psychotherapist treats a lot of people successfully, and then eventually they then become depressed. And guess who they go see? They see a colleague. You seen that? Those movies? I look at that so, something is wrong here. Okay, I don't know how he got into depression. Anyway, so Vajra, going back to Vajra Sutra points out your types of attachments. Ta nói rồi trở về lại cái pháp kinh cang này. Okay. Là cái pháp kinh cang này nêu rõ cho quý vị thấy những cái loại chấp trước quý vị có. The types of attachments you have. Okay? Some of them will not make sense to you. Những cái loại có rất nhiều cái loại chấp trước mà không có quý vị không có hiểu. Okay? Doesn't matter. Yes.
We had a Skype question if the difference between passion and attachment, if it's possible to have passion but for something without being attached to it.
Okay. Câu hỏi là cái sự khác biệt giữa cái chấp trước và cái sự đam mê. Okay. What is the difference between attachment and passion? Anyone? Bhante. He's a counselor, a very famous counselor from Sri Lanka. You see, Bhante, this is the problem with my lecture. You open the door and all kinds of questions come. There's no way to prepare for them. So that's why I need to drink first and I think about it. In the future, I'm going to have this Google Glass and I do a internet search. Okay?
That's an attachment.
That's an attachment. But it looks good.
No, that's passion.
How do you fix it? What is the difference?
Because I think we have a lot of passion. He became attachment because if he then she or he became got a lot of troubles because passion and attachment is very close.
Okay. Sinhalese. You want to say in Sinhalese is easier for you?
Yes, Sinhalese is very easy. It is very easy to explain and understand.
Yes,
I can't explain in English.
Yeah. Yes. What's the difference?
Well, passion is rise from attachment.
arises from attachments.
But passion itself is an emotional state.
Are we talking of passion like for art, or are we talking about infatuation?
Yeah, no, like passion for art, or even passion for learning Chan.
Still an emotional state, passion.
It's attachment. There's no difference.
No difference? Oh, not to you, yeah, okay. So,
But life is attachment.
passion basically is an intense form of attachment, that's all. They're all attachment, but this is pretty heavy duty attachment.
Right, okay.
That's all, there's no difference.
Sure.
Okay? And what happened is that cái câu trả lời là cái sự đam mê với lại cái chấp trước nó khác nhau chỗ nào. Phải nói cái đam mê chỉ là cái loại chấp trước nặng thôi. So how do you do it? You detach from the attachments first, and you detach from the passion later. That's the order.
Could you repeat that, please?
You first detach from your attachments, and then you deal with your passions. It's much more manageable that way. For example, right? Mm-hmm. You can call it passion, can't you? It's the same intensity as a passion, right? If you try to cut it off, can you?
A lot of young guys try to.
You can't.
Use it.
You can't. You can't do this. Okay? So how do you do it? Come on, this is practical knowledge. How do you do it since this is so intense, this is so heavy duty? How do you do it? You try to cut it off, you can't. It's not going to work. It's going to kill you. Phi, mà cái vì mà chặt cái phi ngay lập tức á, cái phi mà có loại đam mê rất là nặng. Okay? Cái khi chặt cái đam mê này ngay lập tức, cái việc chặt đâu có được đâu. So what do you do? You do the undo the attachment first. Mình chặt cái chấp trước. How? Smoke less. Jeez, you guys so.
Smoking less, that doesn't work.
No, you start by moderating. You cut it off. No. Okay?
I smoked and stopped smoking probably about 6 times.
I have a pharmacist here who wanted to jump in. Yes.
Yeah, there's a smoke cessation program. You start from someone who's smoking, and like you said, smoke less, or they switch it to gum.
Yes.
Has a nicotine.
Right.
And they decrease the dose daily.
Right.
And
mentally, then you're able to handle it. But for you to go and try to squash a mountain right away, your mind can't take it. You see that? It's very, it's
not even similar to the method I use. Nothing like that's kind of man kind.
It would kill you if you stop right away. Okay? The body can't take it.
Of course it can. When I do it, say, okay, I'll finish this pack and then I'll buy another pack.
That's only smoking. We're talking about meth. We're talking about opium. We're talking about, have you tried opium?
No. We're talking about smoking.
Do you know text that if you are addicted to opium and you stop taking opium, you know what's going to happen to you? It could kill you right away. Your body can't take it. Okay? I never went to those treatments, but that's common sense. You work on the small, you shrink the size of the problem. Yes. Single yes.
I think passion also attachment, because I know some intelligent people don't like to touch with passion, because they can control their mind according to Dharma, according to Buddhism.
Right.
And other thing is, when we go to practice Buddhism, for example, smoke also passion. When we if we addict to the smoke, we go into bad way. Therefore, passion also attachment. We can refrain from passion. We can go correct way with attachment. For example, if we have attachment with Buddhism, without Buddhism, we can't guide line. We haven't guide line, way of life. Because we want to go forward with Buddhism, we have a way of life, how to go correctly.
Right. Okay. Is it clear? You have a problem, Mr. Bullman? You disagree? You cut it. You stop. You see cold turkey.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. But apparently that, like with heroin, that's the right way to do that too. It's hard to stop smoking as it is to stop taking heroin. So the best way is to go cold turkey. Just stop.
For some people, yes, I agree. For some people, they're able to do that. But these are, texts. If you know those people, I like to teach them how to cultivate. Those are people who have cultivation potential, tremendous cultivation potential, to be able to stop cold turkey, opium. Those individuals are made of steel. Their mind is steel, like steel.
Something I know of right now. I might.
Okay. There's some people out there I know.
I'll see.
I know of one.
I've known a lot of people that are on it. I know a couple of them stopped cold turkey, but I can't think of who it was now. I'll see if I can find it.
Smoking is much easier. I know a lot of people can stop smoking cold turkey. Quite a few are able to do that. But opium is something else.
The research says it's the same.
And what do researchers know? Okay, where are we? I don't know. Why you keep on sidetracking me about anything but the sutra? Yes. Okay, does it answer the question on the internet? Okay.
She has more questions, but it doesn't quite address her notion of passion. She feels like without passion, you're like a walking dead person.
Without passion, you're a walking dead person. Is she referring to love or what? Can we be specific about what kind of passion we're talking about now? It's no longer addiction. What kind of passion are we talking about? Are we talking about madly in love?
I think she's talking more about like passion for dancing, passion for doing chan, or passion for doing something, being involved in some.
Yeah. So you might as well be dead if you have no passion.
Her view of passion, I think that's what she's saying.
Because she doesn't understand what passion really is. She doesn't quite understand a passion, and basically, intrinsically, passion is a form of ignorance. That's so. No matter what you tell her, she's gonna still not understand. It's ignorance. Nothing great about it. For her to say, "I'm sorry, I'm being blunt," okay? For people to say, for her in particular to say that if I'm passionate about something, you stop me from being passionate about it, I might as well be dead. It's the same to me as saying that I want to be ignorant the rest of my life. Don't stop me. I say, who's stopping you? You're too ignorant. What, you want me to beat around the bush? I said, it's okay. You're okay, I'm okay, therefore we're all okay. And we're all ignorant. Let's be blissfully ignorant and continue to hurt ourselves. And hurt our children. Pollute the air. Destroy our environment. With passion. Có người nói cái này rất thông thường. This is so commonplace. Many people present this argument and people don't dare talk directly address it. I call it ignorance. They call it passion. I say, okay, continue your being ignorant. Hurt yourself. Waste your time. It's your choice. Who says you have to be? I remember the context is that you choose which one to undo first. Who's telling you to have to cut it off right away? It's your choice. Okay? Cái này nó quan trọng lắm. This is a very important concept. Quan trọng. Có người nói là cái sự đam mê với cuộc sống với cái sự chấp trước nó khác nhau thế nào. Nó là có người khi mà thầy trả lời xong nó giống nhau thì thầy nói là cái đam mê thì người ta mới nói nếu mà sống không có đam mê thì sống làm cái gì, chẳng thà chết còn hơn. Thầy không trả lời thẳng thắn. Thầy nói là bây giờ thầy xin lỗi, thầy nói hơi sất một tí nhưng thầy hỏi cái vị đây này nói như vậy tức là cái người này nói là tôi thích nhảy đầm, tôi thích uống rượu, tôi thích đánh bạc, tại chỉ nó làm cuộc đời tôi nó có ý nghĩa. Thì thầy nói nếu như vậy thì cái vị tiếp tục vô minh ấy, ai cấm cái vị đó. Ok, vô minh không biết, vô minh là tưởng mình hay. Bây giờ cái vị muốn thầy là nó quanh nó co nó cái vô minh nó cũng được không sao đâu, mình kệ mình sống tạm bỡ đó, chậm từ từ nó cũng tới. Thì thầy nó quanh nó co vậy, thầy nói là vô minh mà thấy nó không có lại, không lợi thì bỏ nó đi, chứ còn nếu mà thấy nó hay thì nó có gì hay ho ở trong đó. Okay. On the other hand, now that I finished insulting you, sau khi quý vị mới chửi xong rồi, there is tremendous bliss after you let go your attachment. Sau khi cái đây là cái bí mật, sau khi mà quý vị xả được cái chấp trước rồi đó, nó sướng dễ sợ đó. This is the fact. I'm not making this up. Đây là sự thật, không phải bịa chuyện này ra. There's a choice for you to say, I am passionate about this. I want to keep on doing this. I want to love. I want to cherish this. I want to keep on drinking. I want to keep on. Okay? And you feel good. No two ways about it. I agree. That's why you're passionate about it. Okay? But that's the central pleasure from stupidity. Is it clear? I'm sorry, I'm being very blunt. Thầy đừng nói một cách huỵch toạc cho quý vị nghe. Người nói, see, Vicky is enjoying this. It is worth my coming here to cook, she says. Damn it. Thầy nói cái này hơi trắng trợn một tí. Đừng, thầy xin lỗi cho quý vị nghe. Cái vị này một phần quý vị nói là tôi đam mê, tôi thích phi, tôi thích uống rượu, tôi thích có những cái đam mê này, ok? Thì cái đó thiệt sự nó đem quý vị tới một cái sự khoái lạc vật chất. Nó thiệt sự nó có khoái lạc ở trong, ok? Nhưng được cái sự khoái lạc này nó dựa trên cái vô minh. Yes, ignorance brings you pleasure. That's why you choose to be ignorant. Cái vô minh nó đem lại mình cái sự khoái lạc, tại vì nó thiệt sự vô minh trong cái khoái lạc ở trong á. On the other hand, if you're able to drop your attachments, mà nếu như quý vị có thể chặt được cái chấp trước đó, you know what's going to happen? You'll be able to enter samadhi. Nếu quý vị ngược lại, quý vị sẵn sàng chặt cái chấp trước của mình đó, ok, you will lose your pleasure. For sensual pleasures from ignorance, quý vị sẽ mất cái sự sung sướng, khoái lạc của cái vật chất mà do cái vô minh. Nhưng đều quý vị nhập được cái định và quý vị được cái khoái lạc của cái thiền định. You will enjoy the bliss from samadhi. It's like comparing course food with a 5-star restaurant food. There's no comparison. Ask John, he'll tell you. You can eat all the food you want. Okay? But it's nothing compared to the bliss from dhyana. It grows bigger and bigger and bigger and more refined. More blissful. Whereas your sensual pleasure caps out. Levels off. That's it. And you die. You become sick. Nghe rõ ràng không? Nếu như quý vị mà cái xả đó cho phép quý vị cái cơ hội để nhập cái định có cái thiền lạc đó, cái khoái vị đó, cái thú vị đó, nó nhẹ nhàng, nó thanh tao, mà nó sung sướng hơn cái khoái lạc của vật chất xác thịt của mình. Và càng ngày quý vị càng tu, càng ngày khoái lạc nó càng tăng trưởng. Ngược lại cái khoái lạc vật chất của mình đó, nó có một cái tầng cao nhất thôi, nó lên được nữa. Question. Sự khác biệt đó cái vị nhấy thấy được cái thiền lạc, mới thấy được cái thô của cái sự khoái lạc xác thịt. Yes.
For what you're saying, all sensual pleasures have a limit.
Yes.
And not only have a limit, but
they destroy you. They destroy your body.
They turn into the opposite at a certain point. Yeah.
They're destructive.
Yeah.
For example, okay, too much sex will make you age a lot faster. Can I be blunt enough? Ví dụ, too much sex will destroy your body. All you have to do is watch those young people who indulge excessively in sex. They age. Cái khoái lạc vật chất đó, nó có cái chừng hạn. Nó không chừng hạn, không, nó còn hủy hoại cái thân thể quý vị nữa. Thì nói một cách trắng trợn, ví dụ làm chuyện tình dục quá nhiều đó, cái thân thể quý vị nó sẽ bể rạc. Quý vị trông già hơn là cái tuổi của quý vị. Yes.
So Master, cultivating might take you.
Makes you look younger. More attractive.
Well, cultivating might help you to...
But you can look, but you can't touch. Is our Skype person pissed off now?
Well, we say that cultivation might then takes you to probably get rid of ignorance.
Yes. Makes you healthier. Makes you younger. Makes you wiser. Whereas over here, it kills you. Makes you dumber.
However,
makes you sick.
However, the Vajra Sutra is not, still not going to be possible to attain that kind of
Very
wisdom.
good. What happened is that the Vajra Sutra, it says, you have these types of attachments that you're not aware of. Okay? And when you go through this entire sutra, this beautiful thing about this entire sutra is that there's so many attachments, types of attachments that you didn't even realize you have. And again, I go back to my point, the point I made earlier. You have to pick and choose wisely. Which one do you tackle first? And the nice thing about the sutra is that there's so many these attachments, you don't understand what they're talking about. That's when you see me, when I go to these areas, they see me, oh, by the way, this is what the Bodhisattvas, the Arhats have these types of attachment, because they describe the attachment when you grow higher and higher up in your level of wisdom. Wiser people, attachment are much more refined, much more subtle. They don't even see it. Okay? At our level, the courses you see all those things. But these are the beautiful thing about this. Okay? If you follow the sutra, there is an order. You cut this off first, next off. That's why this is so powerful sutra. Don't try to go here right away. Don't try. See these intellectuals like these people. They try to understand here right away. I don't. I go from here first. I chop off one. Next. See? These, if you will, are these passions. Don't touch them yet. This is the passion. And let me describe passion for you a little bit, for your sake. What passion is. Passion actually is a subtle. You turn on very subtle in your psyche. You touch on by that. You don't know what agitates you. It's called passion. You understand? So it's impossible for you to deal with your passion until you get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Because until you get to this level, all these things are confusing to you. Make sense? You cannot tell this from the other. Because you're too coarse. Is it clear? It's nonsense for you to say, I want to deal with this passion. The passion of art, the passion of love, the passion of giving, the passion of knowledge. Ask him. He loves to learn. That's passion. Okay? If you were to tell him Bhante right now, it's passion. He said, are you kidding me? This is my life.
That's the good stuff.
That's what makes life, give meaning to my life. How can you call it passion? How can we call it bad? Okay? You have to wait. You have to be patient. When you get this close, then you can see, there you are. Then you can deal with it. At this level down here where you are right now, forget it. I have to yell at you. Thầy giảng này nó quan trọng là tại sao mình nói cái chuyện cái kinh Kim Cang nó hay chỗ nó có cái thứ lớp, cái sự chấp trước mình nó có từng tầng lớp, nó từ thô cho tới thực sự vi tế. Thành ra kinh Kim Cang là theo kinh Kim Cang là giống theo con đường này, cho quý vị chặt từ thấp, từ cái thô, từ càng ngày càng thêm vi tế lên thì như vậy chặt mới được. Ok? Thành ra cái vị đọc kinh Kim Cang này không cần hiểu hết tất cả, chỉ cần hiểu cái gì mình hiểu thôi. So what happens when you learn with the Vajra Sutra? The important thing is to learn to hear about it. Okay? Là phải nghe kinh Kim Cang này and shelve it. Nghe xong là để trong tủ thôi. Okay? And you only deal with whatever you feel you can handle. Rồi xong rồi cái gì mình chặt được mình cứ chặt cái đã. After you handle these coarse attachments, then naturally you see the next level of attachments that are not good for you. Then you can see it and then you can chop it off. Never mind about your passion for art. Never mind about your passion for love. Too soon. Okay? You wait. Next. That's when you have wisdom. In the process here, you become wiser. You don't have to become enlightened to be wiser. Did you see the process? Every time you drop something, you're wiser. You see clearer. Thành ra cái quá trình tu là vậy. Quý vị đừng đọc kinh Kim Cang này, đừng có nói là mình muốn hiểu hết tất cả một ngay lập tức, không được. Cái trình độ quý vị còn thấp quá, hiểu không có nổi. Cái phần tế nó có vi tế của nó. Thành chỉ theo cái phần nào mình hiểu được, mình chặt từ thấp lên cao. Thì một cái ngày mình chặt bao nhiêu đó thì trí huệ nó phát ra bấy nhiêu. Thành ra đừng cái tu hành đó là cái người tu hành là người càng ngày trí huệ nó càng nới rộng ra. Okay? Any questions? Yes.
There are cases such as when you drop those attachments.
Yes.
It could be by your own will, but sometimes just it happens. Like,
yes.
Like let's say you're attached to your cat.
Yes.
Very much, and
yes.
the cat passed away.
Yes.
And then you learn that to let it go.
Yes.
So that's like you're letting go your attachment, but not really by your. It's just phenomena. It just happened.
Yes.
Is it from? If that happens in your life and you learn more
no,
things?
it's just being lucky.
So it's a blessing? I mean, it's sad, but it happens and you learn something.
Okay, it's a good question, by the way. I'm glad you asked that. Có người hỏi câu hỏi rất là hay. Hỏi là tự nhiên nhiều khi mình có thể xả được một cách dễ dàng. Tại sao như vậy? Tự nhiên dạng con mèo nó chết, mình xả được con mèo, sao mình không còn chấp trước vào con mèo nữa? Tại sao có chuyện như vậy? Thầy nói, thầy đùa, thầy nói cái đó là quý vị hên, bỗng nhiên xả được chứ không có giỏi gì đâu. Thiệt ra câu hỏi rất là hay. Why is that? Why all of a sudden one day Sarah wakes up and says, "Oh, I'm no longer attached to him." Okay. Nói chào như là cái cô này, cô nói ngày khi cô thức dậy cũng như cô nói, tôi không còn chấp trước vào chồng nữa. Yes, John, how does it happen?
To quote you, she got lucky.
Chị hên thôi. You believe that? It's just luck?
No.
Sheer luck?
No, the conditions are over.
It's called growth. She grew.
Cái này quan trọng. This is extremely important. It's such a good question. Nghe câu hỏi rất là sâu xa. Tại sao nó quan trọng? Why is that?
Wisdom and growth.
Why is wisdom and not luck? Tại sao đó? Cái đó là huệ chứ không phải là cái may mắn. Why is it wisdom and not luck like John claims?
Well, I didn't say luck. You said that.
Well, you quoted me wrong. That's not what I meant. You quoted me out of context.
Quote you word for word.
But out of context, still. Tại sao? Why is it?
I think even that happened in that situation. Some people could be still attached, even if it's disappeared.
Yeah.
But you are choose let it go, and you rise to the next level. So that is
Close.
part of wisdom.
Close. Okay, close. Let me explain to you this process. It's very important. Okay? I have to read this anywhere, so I'm going to make it up. You will not be able to confirm this anywhere you read, okay? I'm telling you that right now. Okay? Thầy giảng cái gì nghe cái chuyện này, cái này không có kiếm sách nào đọc ra được, thành ra cái này thầy bịa ra, so you take with a grain of salt. It may not be true. Cái này không phải chưa chắc nó đúng không? Okay? What happens is this. Yeah, this is. I need a prize for this. Someone has to bribe me first before I tell them. Okay, I'm entertaining all calls, all offers. Thầy nói là quý vị phải quý vị. You know what I call this? Cheap shot. Thầy nói cái việc phải thô lộ thầy mới nói, nhưng thầy không chịu nói. Cái ông này thô lộ thầy ngay lập tức. Thầy nói như vậy là rẻ tiền quá. I reveal a secret for you today. Today I will reveal a secret. You can walk away from here and you say, aha, aha. Okay? Here's what happens when you meditate. Khi quý vị thiền đó. Okay? Translate this. Okay? Because I know the Chinese want to know too, learn too. When you meditate, okay, khi quý vị thiền đó, okay, you are this level, quý vị ở cái tầng này, and you meditate, you trying to get to this level, okay? Vì đang ở cái tầng cái trình độ này, muốn tới cái trình độ tiếp theo, okay? What's stopping you is what? Is those thoughts that arise when you meditate. Thì ngồi đó đang thiền thì những cái tư tưởng lạc là nó chạy lên, nó khơi lên, okay? Let's say you have a craving for almonds. Okay? Ví dụ cái tư tưởng nó là mình thèm ăn cái hạt dẻ. Okay? This is an example only for your sake. Okay? Cái này thầy cho cái ví dụ thôi cho quý vị. Về đang tầng này, cái tầng thấp, muốn lên cái tầng tiếp theo, thì cao hơn tiếp theo, thì đang ngồi thiền một những cái tư tưởng nó mình thèm hạt dẻ, đứng dậy đi mua hạt dẻ. So what do? Text stands up and say, oh, can you Albertsons, can you bring me 10 bags of almonds? 9 for master and 1 for me. Okay? Then you are being stopped. Mà quý vị đứng dậy mà tác động theo cái tư tưởng vọng tưởng đó là quý vị vẫn còn bị kẹt. You still stuck here. That false thought is a manifestation of things to anchor you, to stop you at this level. Do you see that? Do you understand that now? Is it clear? When you meditate, those thoughts that arise are designed to keep you at this level. All those thoughts. Is it clear? Đang ngồi thiền đó, coi nghe cho kỹ nè. Thì những tư tưởng nó khởi lên khi vị đang thiền đó là những cái tư tưởng nó để nó giữ cái vị lại ở đây, nó không cho cái vị đi. On the other hand, so your natural reaction, like John said, okay, let's stand up and get something to eat. Okay? Then you're still stuck here. You're acting upon it. You're reacting to it. Quý vị vẫn phản ứng lại những cái tư tưởng đó. Whereas you say, no, I'm not going to do it. You do nothing. Nếu quý vị không làm gì hết. Okay? Then you leap. Nên quý vị nhảy lên cái tầng thứ nhì. Because you did not react to that thought of let's go pick up a phone and order 10 bags of almonds. Okay? That's all you have to do. This is an example. You hear? It's not always the case. But if you don't act upon it, then you're able to leap up here. Okay? When you get to this level, then you have reduced a bunch of attachments from here to here. The only thing you have to do is not act on those few attachments, but they are representatives of many more. You see that? All you have to do is find a way to leap up here, then you're free from the entire family of attachment at this level, low level. All of a sudden, even though now you only detach from almonds, but actually once you get up here, you're also detaching from others as well. Not only almonds, but also cashews, also pistachios, peanuts, as example. You see that? Yeah. The whole family. It's detached. And that's wisdom. It's not luck. You see that? And when you're up here, and then you say, I can drop pistachio, I can drop almonds, I can drop peanuts, but not cashews. Guess what happens? You fall down to this level because of cashews. So next time you meditate, you get up here and say, cashew, cashew, cashew. Okay, 10 cans of cashews, right? You do it often enough, and one day you stop, you leap up here again, and say, aha, I'm free from cashews.
Back to almonds.
Okay? Now it's hazelnuts. You see that? See the process?
Yeah.
That's why you have to meditate every day. They come up and you see what's keeping you back there. Nên cái vị nghe cái lý do như vậy này, lý do là cái vị ví dụ ở cái vị một cái trình độ đang thấp, đang hướng lên trình độ tiếp theo, thì đang ngồi thiền nó có những tư tưởng nó nhảy lên, nó nói thì cho ví dụ thôi nghe chưa, thèm ăn cái hạt dẻ quá. Thành thông thường như Quảng Ngân thì lập tức đứng dậy đi kiếm hạt dẻ nhai, hoặc là gọi điện thoại nữa, này con trước khi chiều này con về con ghé mua cho mẹ 10 cái hạt dẻ nghe chưa, cúng cho thầy 9 hộp để cho mẹ một hộp đủ rồi. Thì mình tác động như vậy, mình đang bị kẹt ở cái tầng thấp. Ngược lại nếu cái vị không tác động đó, thì cái vị có thể nhảy, có sức mình nhảy lên cái tầng thứ nhì, nhảy lên tầng thứ nhì, tầng tép, cái trình độ cao hơn, thì tới đó thì tự nhiên cái vị được thoát một loạt hạt đậu luôn, hạt dẻ, hạt mít, hạt đủ thứ hết đó. Ok, thành cái đó là trí huệ chứ không phải là hên. Mỗi lần mình tiến bộ, mình thoát được một đống luôn, một cái loài đó luôn, chứ không phải là một đâu, hiểu không? Rồi khi mà ngồi thiền tiếp rồi mình gạt bớt, mình cứ gạt bớt hạt dẻ, hạt mít rồi hạt đậu phụng này nọ, thì bỗng nhiên mình nói tất cả như bỗng nhiên mình thèm cái hạt gì ha, rồi quên hết mấy chữ rồi. Một là hạt mà bỏ không được thì mình tuột xuống lại. Ok, tuột xuống lại ngồi nó khơi lên lại thì mình cứ tiếp tục mình xả được thì mình lên lại, hiểu chưa? Thành mình bởi thiền của ngài để mình phát ra được những cái mình chưa xả kịp, hiểu không? So you continue to meditate every day because when you fall back, meditation allows you to detect which one you still prey to. Okay, that's why it's a refining process. Your base gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You detach more and more from the families. Is it clear? It's hard work. Is it clear? Now you know why. There's a secret behind it.
Oh, take the bribe back. Taxi was insulted.
Only this? Boy, I'm so cheap. I don't think highly of myself.
What, you want a cashew or something?
Last week I gave out $100 for a 1 minute, 1 minute answer.
Did they pay you?
No, I paid them. I lost $100 because 2 people won the prize. They split in 2. Anyway, I have no passion for spending money like that. Trust me. Okay, is it clear? You know. Okay. That's wisdom. It's natural. And that's why Roberta, you get up here, you feel good, you're free, and one day it goes back and the leg hurts again. Okay, because you are now have to cope with that that type of attachment that you haven't got rid of yet, that will temporarily stop you from leaping again, reaching its level again. You understand that? And that's why your legs hurt. Oh my God, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I broke through already. Master says I broke through already. How come I'm still hurting? Master lied again. You temporarily broke through only. You haven't broken through this yet. You understand that? Don't blame me. And that's why all these cheap women who says, oh, Master says I reached this level already. How come I'm still dealing with this?
It's not the same leg ache I'm talking about.
These ungrateful women, you know.
Sounds like an attachment.
He's not being nice. He's being naughty.
Okay? It's natural. It's natural process of refining it, broadening. Okay. So the Vajra Sutra is beautiful in that sense. Okay? You have to read it over and over and over again. Thành cái kinh Kim Cang ở kinh nó rất là hay. Cái việc cứ đọc lui đọc tới hoài. Every time you read, when you make a progress, you then detect, hey, there's certain next, you begin to understand the next section, then the next section, the next section. You see that? That means that you crushed, you use a Vajra Presto to crush the lower level attachments already. That's why you're able to now understand the next one. Đang đọc cái Kim Cang là phải đọc lui đọc tới. Càng đọc sẽ càng hiểu thêm. Mỗi lần trình độ quý vị tăng lên một cái là ví dụ như hiểu thêm một kinh một tí. Đừng có nghĩ đọc một lần là hiểu ngay đâu. Okay? And that's why when they meditated back then, they recited the Vajra Sutra. They recite one word after another. Thôi trước có phương pháp thiền cách ngồi tùng cái kinh này. And you read it, cycle through it, and one day you say, aha, you see this attachment as described by the sutra. It's very, very powerful. And cái phương pháp rất là hữu hiệu. Bộ nhiên đọc cái kinh đó, tùng kinh đó, tùng kinh liên tục như vậy đang thiền vậy. Và bộ nhiên ngày kia bộ nhiên phát giác, con thấy được cái chấp trước đó. Như kinh đang diễn tả. Okay? Any other questions? He asked very good questions today. Yes. Okay. Can we do the slides 471 so that I can claim today I did talk about the Vajra Sutra? 471. Everyone. There is a Chan Master called Yuan Wu. Có một cái vị thiền sư tên là Viên Ngộ. Okay. Who quoted another ancient Chan Master. Ngài này nhắc lại cái lời dạy rồi giáo huấn của một cái vị thiền sư đời trước nữa. He says, don't mind anything or dwell on anything, whether of the world or beyond the world. Thì ngài thiền sư đó, cổ nhân đó mới dạy nói rằng là đừng có trù trên bất cứ gì, hoặc là nghĩ trên bất cứ gì, dầu nó thuộc về thế giới này hoặc là vượt cái thế giới này. And if you dwell on anything, you get stuck. You cannot change effectively. Mà nếu quý vị mà bất trụ bất cứ cái gì đó thì quý vị sẽ bị kẹt và không có thể biến chuyển kịp. That's it. Why you look at me like that? You expect another miracle? I don't understand everything. Okay? This explains what is dwelling. Trụ là cái gì? What is dwelling? This is the word the Vajra Sutra uses often. Don't dwell on anything. Cái Kinh Kim Cang nó dùng cái chữ trụ hoài. Trụ là cái gì? What is dwell? What is dwell? What's the image of dwelling invoking you? Attaching. Okay. Trụ cái là cái chấp trước. Yes. What?
Thinking about it, repetition.
Thinking about it, repetition. Yes, what else? Huh?
Contemplation.
Contemplate.
Contemplate, quán. Yes. What else? Come on, you smart boys.
To dwell in a home is to live in a home, so you live putting your life into it.
Live, put your life into it. Yes. Okay. Anyone? What is dwell? This sutra keeps on using this word, dwell. Don't dwell on forms. Don't dwell on anything. Yes. What does dwelling means?
Or along Texas line.
Hanging on to it. Trụ là gì? Chữ nó dài dùng chữ trụ thôi à. Trụ là gì? Là đừng có chú ý tới. Đừng có quán. Yes. What else? Yes.
Yeah, along the lines Tex was going, this notion of attachment, but dwelling does have that connotation of your home. So it's like really taking your sense of identity from it. It's like where you live, where your sense of self is coming from, these strong attachments that you hold on to.
Trụ là trụ ở nhà, là chỗ cái ngã của mình. Very close. Very good. Trụ là gì? Trụ là cái chỗ mà bản ngã mình nó thấy an toàn nhất. Nó có thể trông cậy được. This is the first time I explained the word dwelling for your sake. All the readers in the future's sake, because it's not explained anywhere. What does it mean to dwell? You dwell, the word dwelling invokes this notion of a place where your ego feels safe and can depend upon. Cái chỗ mà ngã mình nó thấy an toàn và nó có thể nhờ cậy được. Có ngưng nghe không? Ta ngưng nghe không? Nhờ cậy được là trụ. To be able to rely upon is to dwell. Is it clear? You dwell at home where you are safe. And you are the mistress. That's the third aspect of dwelling. You're in control. Đó là cái phương diện thứ ba. Trụ là mình trụ ở nhà, tại đó mình an toàn và mình đang được làm chủ. Đó là trụ. You know, I observe this in all of you. Thầy quan sát cái quý vị đó. Okay, the lady goes home and says, "Okay, this is my home, my appliances, my kitchen." Right? Người phụ nữ nói, tôi về nhà nó, đây là nhà của tôi, đây là bếp của tôi. Okay? This is my wardrobe. These are my shoes. Right? 3,000 pairs of them. Imelda Marcos. Đây là cái bếp của tôi, đây là đôi giày của tôi, 3.000 đôi. Right? You know what? The man comes home, he says, "That's my TV, that's my stereo, my pool table." Đàn ông mới về thì nói, đây là cái TV của tôi, đây là cái máy nghe nhạc của tôi. Okay. Only I can use the stereo. She doesn't know how to use it. Okay, that's dwelling. You dwell on your shoes. He dwells on his stereos. You see that? Người phụ nữ quý vị thì trụ vào mấy cái đôi giày. Đàn ông trù vào với cái dàn nhạc stereo. That's dwelling. You depend upon it for your pleasure. Mình ý lại vào nó để đem lại cái sự sung sướng cho mình, khoái lạc cho mình. That's dwelling, right? You see that how beautiful the word is used. The word dwelling in Buddhism is very, very profound.
It's security.
I love it because it's not insulting. Yeah. I should learn about these things. See that? It insults you and yet you don't feel insulted. Right? It's insulting like hell to me. When you say, Master, what did you dwell? I said, huh? I mean, then she says, I mean, do you live in roast meat? I say, oh, that's better. Yes, I live in roast meat. But I don't dwell. It's offensive to me.
Okay, BMW 3 Series.
You see that? People, it's amazing how we, ordinary people, say, where's your, where do you live, what do you dwell? Live is dwelling. What do you dwell? Where's your dwelling? Where's your residence? Okay? Where is your treasure trove of attachments? That's how it sounds like to me. Thầy như người hỏi câu hỏi, thầy trụ ở đâu? Thầy trụ ở chùa nào? You see, the Vietnamese has a saying, it says, which temple do you dwell at? It's so offensive to me when people talk to me like that. Người Việt Nam có cái câu là, con xin hỏi thầy trụ ở chùa nào? Mình nghe chữ trụ mà cái tai mình nó nóng lên. Mình giận dễ sợ. I got offended by these words. People say, I'm a lot more offended by that than people asking me, is that real that you that you say so and so? Cái đó nó làm thầy còn khó chịu hơn là người ta nói là không tin là thầy biết này biết nọ. The dwelling is so subtle. Cái trù là cái nó rất là vi tế, cái vị không thấy được. You cannot see where you dwell, do you? Quý vị không thấy được cái chỗ mình trụ chỗ nào nữa. Okay, I know I have a disciple who dwells on my being nice to her. Okay, as long as I'm nice to her, she do anything for me. She jump through hoops. She walk on fire. Okay, but as soon as I yell at her, she says, "Master doesn't like me anymore. I run away from this temple." That's dwelling on kind words, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even insult her. How can I be a master if I can insult her? Thầy có một cái người đệ tử đó, nó nói là cô đệ tử nào chuyên môn trù vào cái lời nhỏ dịu dàng ngọt ngào. Mà thầy mà dịu dàng ngọt ngào với cổ là muốn gì cô cũng chịu hết. Bắt cô rửa chén cô cũng rửa chén, bắt cô làm mỏi cô cũng sẽ làm mỏi, bắt cô cực khổ cô cực khổ. Chỉ cần ngọt ngào với cô thôi là cô làm gì cô cũng chịu hết. Ok, làm sao mà thầy làm thầy được? Làm thầy phải chửi nữa chứ. Why do I need to yell at people? Tại sao thầy phải chửi? Why do I need to insult you?
Because you don't want us to be attached to our ego.
Because you not listen. Thầy hét là tại quý vị không nghe lời. I ran out of patience. I dwell on wanting to teach you and yet you refuse to take it. Thầy trụ và thầy muốn dạy quý vị mà quý vị nhất định không nghe lời. Thầy mới nổi giận. Okay? Well, I don't dwell on that often.
Oh, you just gave it all away, Master.
It's because sometimes it's like, the reason I bring it up because I I remember like a baby, a child playing by herself, and then getting nearer and nearer to the street on the sidewalk, and she keeps walking closer to the edge of the sidewalk, and the cars are driving like this, and she's oblivious. She says, "Oh, this is so much fun."
Oh, man.
And what do? You say, "Oh, honey, please be careful, please be careful." You think she's going to listen to you?
You holler.
You bark like hell. Good hell. Stop!
No, you grab them.
You have to do something brutal to break off, to catch their attention, right? They're here, they're somewhere, oblivious to danger. What are you going to do? Yes. Okay. So anyway, any questions on this slide 471? Có ai có thắc mắc gì không? Any good questions? Let me put it that way. Put the pressure on you for a change. No good questions?
I have a comment, not question.
Okay. Any good comment?
Because now I can understand Master has a lot of experience about detachment, and I think I know everyday Master practice, not only teaching, Master is practicing detachment, because I think Master has a lot of experience how to step by step, how to live without attachment. If we also have that quality, our life also we can live without troubles, I think. Can you understand?
Okay, so what happened is that in this slide here, it says don't mind anything, dwell on anything. That's exactly the meaning. You don't dwell on anything, okay? Wherever you feel safe, wherever you feel in control, wherever you feel that you can depend on, that's a dwelling.
So it's bad.
It's bad news. Why is it? It is something that you take for granted. Like, for example, you're able to depend on your children. That's a dwelling. Especially for you mothers. Oh.
Master, that's discrimination. That's discrimination. Especially mothers.
You tell me it's not true?
I think fathers have a hard time.
We only dwell on our cars. It's not the same as children.
That's true. No, that's true. In a lot of ways.
Cái trù đó chẳng hạn như Phật phụ nữ, thì đùa thì nói là Phật phụ nữ là thích trù vào, chẳng hạn như trù vào con cái. Mình có thể ý lại với con cái là trù con cái. Okay. All right, so that's dwelling. Don't dwell on anything. Just dwell here again. Dwell here is that whatever you depend on, whatever you feel safe, wherever you're in control, that's dwelling. Yes? Go ahead.
I was just thinking that we can pick and choose which attachments we let go of first.
That's right. Which children you dwell on less?
So what I want to say is, we come here to the temple.
You can't dwell on the temple, it's mine.
Okay.
That's why I dwell at.
You can't dwell. You said that. You shouldn't dwell.
I'm doing it very slowly.
No, don't do as I do as I say.
Let me think about that. Let me mind that. Yes, what's your question again?
So we shouldn't feel comfortable anywhere.
No, that's precisely the point. That's a very good point. My goodness, what took you so long? You have to bring this up 1 minute before it's over?
Yeah, so you can't dwell uncomfortably in your seat.
I cannot dwell on the clock.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't mean that. See how quickly I throw it away, because I really don't dwell on the clock at all. But I'm going to be happy. So what was your question again? Huh?
Well, that we can't feel comfortable here.
Yeah, comfortable. You see, the comfortable is like your bottom line, isn't it? I don't feel comfortable with him, somebody says. Every time with him, he makes me feel uncomfortable.
He's laughing.
Okay? So you dwell on, what does it say?
Comfort.
Feelings. Comfort is one type of feeling. I just gave you something very, very profound. Think about it. Think about it, folks. Thầy nói chạm cái việc trước đi nghe. Bởi vì như vậy câu hỏi gì như vậy mình không có thể nào thoải mái bất cứ chỗ nào. Thầy nói thoải mái là cái gì? Thoải mái một cái trụ về cái gì? Có người trả lời trụ về cái thoải mái. Thầy nói không có. Trụ về cái cảm giác. You dwell on comfortable feelings. Quý trụ vào cái cảm giác thoải mái.
And we shouldn't do that.
Does it make you uncomfortable? Nếu quý vị không trụ vào cái cảm giác thoải mái thì sao? Is the internet people still on? She's gonna say, so what's the point living? I don't feel comfortable. What's the point living? We don't feel comfortable. I can't depend on my comfortable feeling. Vậy mình sống làm gì nếu mà có người sẽ hỏi nếu mình sống là nếu mình không có trụ không có thể ý làm với cảm giác thoải mái. What? I'm running out of time. That's why I ask questions on her behalf. Why? How do you answer that?
How do you?
If you don't dwell on if you don't seek to be comfortable, you are a lot more comfortable in more places, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. Why do you have to be comfortable only in your home? You should be comfortable everywhere. Shouldn't you?
Yes.
If you insist on being comfortable at home only, you say, I go home, I feel good at home, I feel safe at home. Then every time you walk out, say, right? You're not comfortable. It's horrible. I wouldn't want to live like that. I hide at home. I don't dare go out. Don't care, look at people. Because I dwell on my comfortable environment. It's very narrow. Small place. Let go. You should be at home everywhere like I am. I mean like monks are. Okay? Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Why do you have to be only comfortable at home? Because you're attached to the sofa, you're attached to appliances, you're attached to your chair. Right? Let go. You go to a chair that's not as nice as yours. You still sit down, you still are able to enjoy it as it is. You're always asking for that feeling of that chair alone. You will not find the same chair everywhere else. So cut it out. Then you're comfortable everywhere you go. It's that simple. Why do you have to limit yourself to only one child? Love all children equally. Do I say, am I teaching you to let go your children so that you become a heartless mother?
They're already heartless mothers.
John, don't go there. The things you don't do. You see what I'm getting at? Why do you have to attach to one child? You should be attached to all children of the world. Equally. Nghe có hiểu không? Tại sao quý vị cứ chấp vào một người thôi? Quý vị cứ nói là có nhiều người nói là tôi thoải mái nhất khi tôi ở nhà, thì quý vị đang trụ ở nhà. Tại sao quý vị, nếu quý vị bỏ được cái trụ ở nhà đó thì bất cứ chỗ nào quý vị cũng thoải mái, không phải nó rộng hơn, không phải nó thoải mái hơn nữa. Tức có nghĩa sau khi quý vị chặt cái thoải mái, cái trụ và cái cảm giác thoải mái đó là quý vị càng ngày càng thoải mái. Thấy không? Đâu có nghĩa là người ta nói là người ta không hiểu Phật pháp, nó nói thầy bắt tôi sống như giống như là đang chết vậy, không cần thoải mái đâu nhé. Đâu có nói vậy đâu. Tại cái gì thầy chỉ dạy quý vị chặt cái thoải mái một chỗ thôi mà, kiếm cái thoải mái tất cả mọi chỗ thì quý vị đang thoải mái nhiều hơn, sao mà ít hơn được? Dốt nó tầm bậy không? I just insulted the Vietnamese. I said, why is it many of you ask me, you teach me to be comfortable, to release, let go of my comfort at home. Why do you have to want me to be miserable? I say, no, I'm not teaching you to become miserable. I'm teaching you to become comfortable everywhere, including your home.
No discrimination.
Okay?
Be comfortable without your comforts.
I don't understand that, but okay, I accept it.
Without the
Makes
things
sense.
that make you comfortable.
It makes sense.
Okay?
Without the supports of comfort, you're comfortable.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
You see, this is why so many people, on Facebook, people, every time I say something, there's some idiot who says, how come you're teaching me to become inhuman? Every single thing I do. Okay? No, I'm teaching you to become more humane, to embrace humanity instead of just narrow thing here. Your mind has to be broader. Your heart has to open up and live fully. Don't restrict yourself to this much that you're under control, that you can dwell on. You should dwell on everywhere by not dwelling anywhere. That's the Vajra spirit. It's not, you will not be able to do it overnight. You let go of this one spot, then you let go of your mother's, and you let go of your sister's home, where you feel comfortable, okay? And then you let go of your friend's home. You let go of one thing at a time pretty soon. You're comfortable everywhere. You don't dwell on anywhere. It's not taught. You have to let go one at a time as you see it. Don't say, like some who says, oh, I got it now. No, you don't get it now. All these things are very, very subtle. It takes repetition every day. You do the same thing over and over again, and you think it's the same thing. No, you're branching out to new territories. You're discovering new nuts you didn't realize you were attached to. Not this lifetime, but from prior lifetimes even. You get that? It's why it makes meditation fascinating, because you discover more and more about yourself. Is it clear? Some people says, I meditate. The master says, I reach high level now, therefore I don't need to do anything anymore. And then they get stuck on ice cream, Cold Stone ice cream.
Overrated.
I agree. Well, it's good, huh? You see that? Yes, you're free, but you're still stuck here. As long you don't not aware of this, you're free. But when you become aware of it, shoo, you fall for it. Right? Does it mean you're still here? No, you're still here. You're up here. But you still have, what is? A chism in your armor. All you have to do is flash some Cold Stone ice cream in front of your face. You see that? Does it make sense now? All right, I think time is up. Does anyone have any questions? Ai có thì giờ hết rồi. Ai có thắc mắc gì không? It's Sunday afternoon, folks. It's time to hit the Macy's department stores.
Whoa.
Now for us,
What do you want me to try to buy again?
well, they have a store closing. There must be some good deals left.
Macy, they're closing.
You know, furniture stores are closing left and right now.
What?
Yes, they're closing. So if you want to furnish your new office, it's time to go buy furniture.
Instead, I ate it today.
Bây giờ mấy cái tiệm bán giường ghế họ đang đóng cửa, thành mua rẻ. Oh, they're very cheap right now. 75-80% off. They're losing a shirt. Okay? So here's my attitude for the sky person. I allow myself to dwell on clearance sales and store closing sale, and I let go later. Why? Thầy cái đây thầy nói cho quý vị nghe cái pháp của thầy. Pháp thầy là mình cho phép mình trù vào mấy cái mua đồ rẻ, xong mình xả sau. It's perfectly okay to dwell as long you're aware of it and you intend to let go. Is it clear? I'm teaching you something very humane. Okay. Mình có quyền trụ. Cái pháp mình tu mình có quyền trụ với cái mục tiêu để sau để mình xả cái đó. Mình biết là trong tương lai mình muốn xả nó thì mình có quyền trụ. Is it clear? I'm telling you, it's perfectly okay for you as long you're aware that you're dwelling in something and you say, I'm going to dwell and I intend to let go of this. That's a healthy dwelling. You understand? As compared to dwelling and not even aware of it. Thầy cho quý vị thấy sự khác biệt giữa cái trụ mà mình biết mình đang trụ mà mình muốn xả với cái trụ mà mình không biết, cái đó mới là tai hại. Is it clear? You're working at it. It's work in progress. It makes you humble. Mình biết mình đang cố gắng sửa, thành mình khiêm tốn hơn nhiều. Mình biết mình đang trụ, mình chưa xả được, thành mình khiêm tốn hơn. Okay? It takes time. It takes a lot of repetition. Cần nhiều lần lắm mình mới xả được. And before you can let go, very often you have to say, I'm going to dwell, but I intend to let go. And keep on failing. And one day, you're done. But you have to be intent on dropping it. Thành cái thực tế, cái tu hành như vậy, cái vị nói, tôi đang trụ chỗ này, tôi chưa xả được, mà tôi phải cần trụ, tôi muốn xả, mà cứ làm hoài, cứ trật hoài, xả không được. Một ngày đó, cái tiếp tục như vậy, ngày đó tự nhiên sẽ xả, rồi mình thoát được. Chứ không có dễ đâu. Chứ không phải muốn xả là xả được ngay lập tức đâu. It doesn't work like you can drop things just like that. Just like this. You can't drop it just like that. You're going to break it. Costs money. Right? It takes time. I need to make more money before I can drop this. A lot more. Okay? You understand that? It's a gradual process. But you first have to spot where you're dwelling. That's a Vajra Sutra. Kinh Kim Cang là vậy đó. Nó chỉ cái vị thế đang trụ chỗ nào mà quý vị chưa xả được. Từ từ mới xả được, phải biết mới xả. You have to target it. That's cultivation. Đó là tu hành đó. Cultivation is not something glamorous that people say like you wear designer dress and you go to the event where people take pictures of you and become a celebrity. That's not cultivation. Cultivation is grunt work. Fail. We say, oh my God, I'm still dwelling on this. I'm still dwelling on that. How much longer? This is so embarrassing. Luckily, no one knows except him. Okay? That's cultivation. Very unglamorous. But it's liberating. Once you're free, you yourself feel how wonderful it feels. Free at last, free at last, free at last. Thank God I'm free at last. You remember that line? It takes work. It takes work. I love that line. Free at last, free at last, free at last. Okay? Let's transfer for the last time for the young man and go shopping. Thank you. Page 38, trang 38.